That was a throwback to Good Morning Vietnam, if you remember that from Robin Williams. How's it going? Good morning. Glad you're here on the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm Jim, and I'm a crypto trader, forex trader, and I'm here to just teach you Elliott Wave theory, show you what my take on the market, and just let you know what BTC, LTC, and Ethereum are doing today. This is just going to be a quick market update, and I want to tell you how our trade's looking. The trade is setting up, but we need to be patient for it. I put out an urgent video last night about midnight my time, and looks like I think that idea from that video is not going to play out. That's my thinking right now. We're going to talk about that in this video and talk about why, and then what targets we can think about. Also, we're going to look at LTC's trade as well and Ethereum. All right, I think I mentioned that twice, so there you go. You got it twice. Don't forget like and subscribe, and do me a favor, would you? Would you share this video? You'll never believe how you increase my subscriber base by sharing this. Share it on Reddit, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you are. People that you know that would appreciate this kind of content. Just give me a word of advertisement today, because if you like this channel, you're bringing extra subscribers by your word of mouth recommendation. Just really helps the channel to grow. It helps me to become more situated where I am in my situation, so that I can continue to bring this content to you free of charge. And so yeah, please help me out if you would. If you appreciate the channel, you like the content, that would really help me out tremendously. YouTube needs the YouTube algorithm likes shares and likes and comments. So do all that stuff for me if you would while you're watching the video. Just take a second. Don't forget. Just take a second right now. Just go ahead and hit like, share, comment. I don't care if you tell me your favorite color in the comment. I prefer comments about the video, or questions or whatever, but I don't care what you put in the comments, but put them in there for me. Let's build up this subscriber base, and you'd help me out tremendously. So thanks a lot. That's all I'm going to say there. All right, well, let's jump into the charts. Don't forget, this is not financial advice. It's not intended to be financial advice. I am simply a forex trader and a crypto trader, and I'm teaching you how I trade, and I'm sharing my trades with you. I don't know many guys that do that. So yeah. Here we go. We're looking at BTC. We need to look at BTC first, because that is mama. That's the one that's really running the show. Okay. There's two possibilities. I think we're heading up in both possibilities, but there might be some more immediate downside. Now, I said this yesterday in the video, and my count yesterday in yesterday's video, before, not the midnight video, but yesterday afternoon's video, as this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going up for 5. So we need some downside here to at least 11,000 to 10,700 in that ballpark. So there's a potential of getting a 5 waves to the downside right here. We already have A, B, and now we need 5 waves to the downside, and that's going to look like this. See if I can get that 5 wave tool there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. That's what we're looking for. We're right now, we'd be in the 3rd wave of that. So we're watching this trend line to see if this trend line breaks. If this trend line on BTC breaks right here, we're probably going to continue on down. Okay, so right now that we're looking to break out of that around 11,630. That looks like about the breakout level, 11,600, in that ballpark. It will have broken past the trend line. For those of you not charting and you just need numbers, that's for you. So my target to the downside is again 11,011 or 10,700. Those are the two targets to the downside. The way this wave is looking and taking shape, I would guess it's going to be a deeper correction. Could even come just a little lower than that, about 10,600. So we will have to wait and see, won't we? Now, I was thinking this could be a triangle. Still has not been invalidated, but here's my problem with that count as a triangle. Several problems, really. Now, let me just talk to you about why I'm not digging the triangle. I was liking the triangle, and I'm still not allowing it, because triangle needs to be 3 waves on every wave. A, B, C, A, B, C. Now, I need 3 waves here, okay? My problem is this doesn't look like 3 waves. And so That's one problem I have with this. This doesn't look like three waves. Okay? This doesn't look like three waves, though they may be. They just don't look. You see see that? That's a clear three waves. Nice and pretty. Okay? But these aren't so pretty. I can get three waves out of this one. No problem there. Really, it would be like this. So I got three waves there, and I guess I've got three waves here. So it's still a potential. Here's the deal. If we break up and then break this trend line somewhere in the ballpark of a $12,000, chances are we're going to be heading up, and this triangle is indeed in play. Okay? So basically, the way that triangles work, it would be A, B, C, D, E, and then up we go. Usually in the breakout, there'll be a wave that breaks it, and then it'll come back to the trend line and then take off. I usually like to play that. I usually like to play that, come back to the trend line, and then I enter and take off. But you can play it. You can enter on the breakout. But the problem is, yesterday, I went in long, and I told you I was going to tell you what I did wrong. I went ahead and saw the breakout of a little what I thought was a triangle. Let's see if I can get this off my screen here. Yeah, a triangle in Litecoin broke out, and I thought we were going to the upside. I was feeling pretty good about it, and then what it did is it did this. Well, it came and it broke out. It started going up, and then it came back down, and then it just whoosh, like that, and that's a fake out breakout, and so that can often happen. So what I like to do in triangles is I wait for this breakout, right? And when this breakout happens, I wait for it to come back and then bounce. Okay, I want to see that bounce. The other option is to play it down here. You enter down here where we are right now, and you let it ride up. And then if it comes back to you, your stop loss is just right under that. It's really that trend line right there. So you can really kind of be a break even trade there, which I always like break even trades. I can enter a trade with no risk or very, very little risk. That's what I'm always trying to shoot for as a trader. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Those are my two scenarios. I want you to watch out for those. Let's look at Litecoin. This is Litecoin on the 5-minute chart. You can see the price action that we're getting. Here's the problem here. This wave right here, kind of difficult to count, but it could just be an ABC. But my problem is the way it measures. It measures right here as a double bottom right here. So if we come down to 87.25 and then bounce, then we're fine. But that would be a double bottom. That would also indicate that BTC needs to bounce about the same area as well. So what else could be happening here? Well, if you want to know some of the more macro count, you just look at my video 2 days ago. I went more in depth into the wave count, I believe. But you can see how we're breaking. Let me just go to the 1 hour here so it gives us a more. There we go. Well, there we go. All right. You can see how this trend line has now been broken fairly substantially. We went through it. We're retesting it, but chances are we're coming on down. Now, where would we come on down to? Well, there's a couple of places right here. Let's put a yellow line of death down here because we need one. Okay, if we break this low right here, okay, that's our first line of defense. If we break that, we got problems, guys. We got problems. It's not going to be good for us. It means downside. Then, of course, if we break this low right here, the second line of defense, we've really got problems. So, what I'm looking into is that this is looking more five-wave-ish, more and more as it's being created. It's just a slow trudge down. It's trending. It's not corrective in the way it's forming. It's more trending. It is a slow trend, but nevertheless it is trending. This looks more like a one wave followed by a two. So if that's the case, then we're looking at something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm not sure if we're going to get that or not, but that would put us down lower. Okay, that would put us going way down in Litecoin. That would be a bad count for Litecoin. I'm not necessarily seeing that. The other option is I'm just seeing, and it's just a very shallow B, but we got basically A, B, and C coming down to 85.40. That's a nice target, 85.40. Um, 81.62 breaks the plane of this low. That would be bad. So I'm thinking 85.40 might be a nice target for reentry. I'm probably going to go ahead and enter there. I expect a bounce there regardless. Regardless of whether we go up long term, I expect a bounce there. So we might get several dollars worth, and I like to scalp trade those. And also, you never know when she's going to reverse on you. So looking at 85.40 as a potential entry for Litecoin. Okay, let's take a peek at Ethereum as well, see what she's giving us. Now, Ethereum's a little harder. I said yesterday it was a little easier, but I was looking at it again. She's not super easy now that I'm thinking about it. The reason is, um, you know, is this the top? I would say this is the top of three, and we're coming down to make four, the four wave. But it's kind of a deep four wave. Fours usually retrace 38.2% to 50% in that ballpark. Um, as I look at that, we've already come to the 50% mark and passed it. I mean, it can retrace even deeper than that. It just can't go below. Here, let me put a yellow line of death here. If it retraces lower than that line, then this is not 1, 2, 3, but it's something else. Okay, so watch out for that as well. Um, let's see, what would be a target? I think yesterday my target was like 213. I think still today my target is still 213. That might correlate nicely with Litecoin being at 85, and then Bitcoin being at 10.7 or somewhere, or 11,000 in that ballpark. So that this may be lining up beautifully. So look for 214. Looks like 214 is the target here, and let's expect a nice big wave to the upside afterwards. If not, we're heading to the downside. We'll know that if we go lower than 214, the next line of defense is 209. But again, actually, 214 is going to be no good, guys, because that's going to break the plane of the one. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. Now, if we just wick it, 214 will just wick it. So we're allowed to hit 214, but we better only wick it, guys. So be watching that. Everything is not looking super clear, but I'm just kind of talking to you about what I'm seeing here. So be ready. I think the market's ready to go up, but man, it's a slow trudge. So I don't know what kind of play the market makers are doing. Maybe they're just taking their time with their buys, if they're taking it up. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. All right, there's your market update for the day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share some love in the comments. Appreciate you watching the video. Until the next video, we'll talk to you later.